Alrighty, let's get right into it. This is box 1 of 5 of Spider-Man collectors. Now, I actually only ordered 4. Not sure why they sent me a 5th. All of my information was in both of the boxes. But that's actually a gift horse I'm not going to look in the mouth. It means that luckily I believe I paid around $300 for each box, if that's the case. Now, honestly, even at that price, I'll admit I kind of regretted buying these. Not because of the all the negativity or anything around it. Mostly, I figured that for the first of these opening videos, I wanted to do something that was interesting, was fun. And it's not that Spider-Man isn't interesting. It's got, obviously, a chance for Soulstone. Would be pretty neat. However, if I'm being totally honest, it is not the most fun to open, mostly because there's so much about it that I don't know. I got a friend who's one more well-versed in the Spider-Verse. I think he would enjoy it more than I would. But, yeah, basically figured I could have just opened up a couple boxes of Bloomborough instead. I think that one has been my favorite to open. Tons of fun, wonderful, flavorful cards there. All right. I don't remember if these guys were. Oh no, that's not good people to open. Take a look and see here. How they did the order again. Yeah, so should be, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is the part where friends and I will do a little game of if there were someone sitting across from me, I'd show them my land, they'd show me theirs, we'd guess what we have. That's assuming I counted right. I'm going to guess mountain. Oh, I didn't count right. I'm missing one. All right, let's see. Okay, so that should be mountain, forest. All right. Oh, give me one moment. Where did I? Well, oh, there we are. Had some penny sleeves around here. And I like to bunch up the bulk. Yeah, so I mean, these, I'm not going to really take a lot of time going through these. I mean, some of them do have some cool art, for sure, but there's just, you know, there's so many spider this, spider that. I mean, honestly, even like Venom. I mean, how many different Venoms are there in the set? It just kind of boggles the mind trying to figure out, you know, is this, you know, fun? Is this good? I like this. And if I knew more about the Spider-Verse, I might be more excited. But it's all right. We'll keep those off to the side there. All right. So our first rare, Parker Luck. Let's hope that Parker Luck is not the kind of luck we have for this box. But of course, immediately after that, we get Tentacled. So we'll see how that goes. Oh no, we got double Tentacled. Ugh, that is not a good way to start the day. I'm gonna be sore. Oh, well, hey there. That's actually not bad. Not only is it not bad, I mean, that's probably the one redeeming factor of this set. God, that is just, I mean, that's hot. Look at that. You know, I mean, that's the kind of thing that, sure, I can recognize that that's Venom, but even with that, I'd play that. I'd play that over Skithrix. Like, that's just so freaking awesome. All right, for our Extended, we got Jackal. Geneticist. All right. So let me actually get a few of these here. Penny sleeves out. Man, double tentacled in the first pack. It's honestly, it's gonna happen anywhere. Probably the best place for it to happen. All right. Man, I'm beginning to realize how much more difficult this is trying to look at it through the lens of a camera rather than just looking at it. Yeah, there we go. All right, bulk on the left, rares on the right. So yeah, it was, I mean, an interesting set for sure. In terms of mechanics, I don't know, man, I thought it looked cool. I still do. But there's, you know, clearly some who don't necessarily agree. And it does have some fun, flavorful cards as well. Earth 66, Tarker learned that with Grr power comes cross ability. All right, let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, was it because I had to count to 10? Or did I just miscount? 1, 4, and 5. I think I just miscounted. I think there's a land there. Let's go island. That's plains. All right, so we'll just keep the bulk over here for now. We'll package that up later. It's gonna take way too long. All right, it's actually my first Electro. Not seen one yet. I understand this is apparently going to be replacing Vivi. People believe Vivi will be banned. Origin of Spider-Man, comic book art. It's another interesting concept. Turn sagas into comic book art. Genius. Morlun, Devourer of Spiders. And for our... Got a shock and foil. Honestly, it's really nice foiling there. And a Villainous Wrath. Tell you what, yeah, these are the kind of boxes where, I mean, you feel the wrath. Not that it's that bad. I mean, again, you know, these are 300 bucks. It's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but leave those there to sort later. God, those are gonna get messy probably. But yeah, I think this this set kind of proved to be one of the big hit or bust type of sets. Edge of Eternities was really good. You know, I loved, you know, basically everything about Edge. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It just, you know, the great thing about it was that, yeah, it had, you know, the Chase, the Sothera, sure, you're looking for the Head of the Fracture, but, like, it still had value in cards if that's what you cared about. And even if it wasn't value that you're looking for, it had, you know, beautiful, beautiful cards, beautiful lands, beautiful, God, I forget what they called them, like the highlight or the spotlight rares. All right, going back to Mountain. Oh, yeah. Nice. 1 for 3. Just realized these are probably kind of far away. I'm so sorry. Rania, or the Spider. Death of Gwen Stacy, comic. I remember seeing that coming in the movie. Three-dimensional Web Watch. I have a non-foil Reprieve. And with great power. Yeah, the art is kind of the only thing I'd say that this set has going for it in terms of, well, I mean, I don't like to be too negative. One of the only things it has going for it in terms of redeeming qualities. Again, just I was not a huge fan of the Spider-Verse in general. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Man, this really is a lot easier when I can just look at it. Did I go too many? Okay. Swamp. Forest. All right. Stereo Master of Illusion. It's Jake Gyllenhaal in there. Graven's Last. I get a lot of the comic book arts. Green Goblin Nemesis. This is one of the scene arts, kind of similar to the tentacles we got earlier. Mainline Binding. Looks kind of neat. An Urban Retreat. And yeah, I mean, I get it to a degree. They, you know, kind of obviously couldn't keep up with all of the great lands that were released, re-released in Edge. This set was also a little underwhelming as well. Man, I sound like a negative Nancy. Maybe I'm just negative about this set. Here I am opening a free pack or a free box. 6, 7, 8, 9. About 110. Alright. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even guess. Swamp. Nice. Got it. The meme card. Honestly, there's definitely something to be appreciated about someone who can understand their meme status to not take it too seriously. J. Jonah Jameson, another comic saga, Maximum Carnage. Carnage was another one they kind of did dirty. Ooh, foil comeuppance. See the little colors in his eyes there. And Spider-Man 2099. The web border there. All right, this one marks halfway done with the box. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Check. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. What are we guessing? No planes. And again, Peter Parker's Camera. I have not at all kept up with the prices of these cards. Obviously, there's the ones that are, you know, going to be hits one way or another. This was a little bit previously. It's a relatively cheap, you know, copy artifact to get out there and use. Great Power. Thumbs. Spider-Punk. Another one that was actually a pretty decent card. And honestly, might be my favorite card of the set. I have no clue who Spider-Punk is, and honestly, I don't care to know. It's kind of like one of those, I'm just glad if Spider-Punk's out there doing what Spider-Punk's doing. Unless it's a bad guy. I guess I never really thought about that. Mystic Confluence, Jazz Hands. Everyone else in the background there is going crazy, fighting, and we got Napoleon Dynamite Dance going on here up front. We got the borderless radioactive spider, number 42. That's an ugly looking, say, Sydney funnel web spider with crab legs, it looks like. Some kind of abomination. In terms of the basic lands for this set, honestly, I think I like it. And I've opened a fair few sets this year, kind of just jumping back into Magic and really just kind of enjoying the collectability of it. If I had more time, I'd probably play more, but honestly, this is always my favorite part, just cracking open packs and see what you get. But yeah, I've opened a fair few sets. Bloomburrow was definitely my favorite. Bloomburrow just had such good... I think I counted wrong. I sure did. Ooh, we're gonna look at that one now. What do we got there? I do like these. Oh yeah, the Web Warriors. scene art cards. It just had so much fun flavor. Really just an interesting, adorable set. Very happy with that one. But yeah, the lands in this one, you know, it's. I think what I appreciate about them the most is just how easily recognizable they are. It's one of those where, you know, you've got like the text list cards, and I'm totally fine with them if they're like, you know, rare and not used all the time. Because, you know, nobody wants to sit there and Google what card you're playing with. But even the lands can sometimes be a little confusing. But this one's just so, like, look at that. Boom. Played a mountain. Why? Because you can see the red mana symbol right there. Super simple. Really appreciate that, honestly. Speaking of, this is also a mountain. Damn. A lot of mountains and forests, though. All right. Oscorp. Again, lands. It's like we had the I forget what they call these. Try something lands. Land energy from the graveyard. You lose 2 life. Mayhem. Play reduce card this turn. Time will supply. I mean, like, I guess I'm not sure. You know, obviously there's stuff here that's got value to it. And it's nice having try lands, but I don't know. Like, it's just not the most interesting thing. Sandman Shifting Scoundrel. Ooh, I remember that one was also one that people were seeking. Even a Horrifying Healer. Never actually read it. When matters if it's cast, return target creature from graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, nice. Oh, wait. He's actually huge. Wait. 5/5 for 5 that's got the vigor effect and a reanimate. Like, that's kind of huge. Ugh, rip. Poor Ben. He was loved. See? See right there. And an Origin of Spider-Man. Foil this time. I like kind of trying to guess, you know, which rendition of Spider-Man are they showcasing in any particular card. Honestly, don't remember all of them. But we did definitely agree that the kind of basic bland Peter Parker card is almost certainly Tom Holland. 6, 7, 8, 9. Tom Holland at home, of course. You know, just like the guy in the chair card. Like, sure, it's Ned. It's not really Ned, but, you know, it's Ned at home. Their likeness. Oh God, what are we thinking? Island. Plains. Double Trouble. That's I have not once seen this card. Double the power of each creature you control this turn. And that was another interesting one. There's no commander, I guess, or was there? I don't know. Someone correct me. But the symbol's different, much like if it were a commander set. So, I've got no clue. Hydro-Man. So we got Sandman, we got Hydro-Man. So someone say it's funny how the villains of the set are kind of the villains of the set. I mean, there's Norman Osborn. There's see, there we go. Like it's like the one decent land. Even this one is, I don't know. She's basically land type. You may pay 2 life if you don't tap chosen type. You know, so it's like, okay, you've got a shock land of your choice that only gets the 1, and that's interesting, but that's the part right there, right? You can't search for this one. You've got to get it in your hand. You know, and that kind of kills it. Ones of change, not foil. Kind of meant to keep count of which of these were foil and not foil. I think I've had 2 foils, and everything else has been non-foil. Oh, tentacled again in the back of the pack. There's Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. All right, 4 packs to go. I'm sorry to keep hitting the camera there, you guys. I'm sure what you guys are talking about. I'm not sure if anyone will see this. Not that I care that much. I'm going to put it out there to share anyway. I love watching people crack packs. It's definitely my drug. Oh wait, I kind of already revealed the last card there, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep trying to not show it. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to pick up like, but I mean, for what it's worth, I have no clue. I can't see what it is, so I'll save the spoiler for myself. All I know is that it has to be some kind of double-sided card, and I'm not sure how many of those there are. Oh, guys, is it an island? Strength of Will. Another one that was actually a decent card, and I read it a while ago, and that actually makes sense. It's a little turn target getting indestructible. So basically, again, you know, you 4/2, you give a card the vigor effect. Obviously, you know, destroy card and it's gone, but still, it's if they don't have destroyal or removal of some type, it's actually really good. Spinneret and Spiderling. It's got the MILF spider there. Shadow of the Goblin. Unexpected Windfall. Another one that's not foil. All right, what double-sided card? Ooh, I do think that one was a decent card. Miles Morales. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Transforms into Ultimate Spider-Man. Look at that. Like I said, the art definitely does redeem a fair bit, just with how they did some of these. I mean, I think everybody can really appreciate the kind of retro, you know, feel. Comic books, right? I'm honestly never a huge comic guy myself. It doesn't mean I didn't know they existed and, you know, didn't appreciate what I would read when I could get my hands on them. Man, I keep doing that. Let's figure something out. I hope that doesn't sound awful. I remember a comic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Picked it up at a yard sale with my mom. Must have been like 11 or 12. It's just a comic of all the screw-ups that they did. Like, people's thought bubbles were above the wrong heads and whatnot. And I think one of my favorites we quoted all the time was Captain America. For one whole page, he's got someone by the scruff. He says, "Only one of us is walking out of here under his own steam." And you flip the page, and on the other page he says, "And it won't be me." All right, well, you know, if you're that confident you're going to lose, at least you understand your limits. Cheering crowd. Well, at least someone's cheering us on. Strength of Will again, extended that time. Silk Web Weaver. Again, the art for some of these. And it does make me interested. I mean, look at that. This wasn't a web slinger, web weaver. This is, you know, what if it was a spider dude or a spider chick who is a lot more about the webs than just the slingy, punchy, you know, Spider-Man that we know. Clever Impersonator. Foil. I think that's the third foil. Let's go back and count it again. And Spot Living Portal. Comic book art. All right. Last 2 packs. Last pack of magic, as they say. I mean, yeah, I'm only remembering prices from the first boxes that I opened of this with friends and family. You know, a few decent-ish hits. The Anti-Venom, the Multiversal Passage. We got the Miles Morales, of course. But, you know, even at $300 a box, like, kind of struggling. And, I mean, that's kind of course, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, you always chance that maybe that's just how the cookie crumbles. It just seemed like that's the way the cookie crumbled a lot more often with this set. All right, we're going to guess Swamp. Island boy. All right, great power. Aranya, Heart of the Spider. Getting great art. Iron Spider Stark Upgrade. God, yeah, look at that. fuck with that guy. Counterspell. God, I love it so much. Not foil. I think. God, that one's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Can't see it from my end, though. Yeah, not foil. God, just fucking bitch slapped. Yeah, you wanted to play that? Get the fuck out. Get off my table. Superior Spider-Man. I feel like at some point someone at Marvel just cracked open a thesaurus and said, all right, show me all the things that are synonymous with amazing. Synonymous or similar. Amazing Spider-Man, awesome Spider-Man, super Spider-Man. I don't think any of those are actually real Spider-Man titles. Maybe I should go right for Marvel. Got at least 3 spin-offs ready to go right there. All right, last pack. We guessed this. It's a Soul Stone. We're going to say Plains. Oh, damn. It's actually like a bad omen. Well, maybe not. I mean, again, I don't know what that symbol is. This is not the same Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is... Yeah, no flip. Lady Octopus. Oh, yeah, speaking of Norman Osborn. Yeah, that was a decent hit. Previously, don't know if it still is. Love the art. Can't be blocked. Deals combat damage to player. He connives. Transform him for 4 as a sorcery. We'll try not to reveal that. Green Goblin. Flying and Menace. 3/5. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. Ooh, I like that a lot. Alright. Iron Spider, Civil Warrior. I think we kind of got fucked with the foils in this special guest slot. And another Electro. Assaulting Battery. Honestly, that might have been one of the better packs overall. I think those are a few actual decent cards there. All right, everybody, I'll get these all sleeved up and well, maybe I'll tally it up. I got no clue. But see you at the next one.